Why is it that some of our favorite songs have music videos that we don't enjoy as much as the song itself? Let's discuss that in this video. So this one right here is Winnie. She's a black Bombay cat, 5 years old, almost 6. She's my little baby. And then this one over here is named Cataline. I know, I didn't name her, my parents did. This is my parents' cat, actually. Russian Blue Ragdoll Mix, and yeah. Hi, Cataline. Disclaimer, I am in no way qualified to give advice on film or editing. I literally just became an adult and have been recording with an iPhone and no mic or tripod for over a year. But just because I don't have any formal education doesn't mean that I cannot have my own opinion on what a good music video should look like. Hey guys, it's Madeline here. So I've gotten into a lot of ranking things lately. Music videos are different to rank than songs are because songs are pretty much on a linear scale where they're on the same medium, but music videos are different kinds of music videos that musicians will make, but there are two different elements in that video. One of them is the live performances in the video and the other is the story. The best music videos will have an incorporation of both, but I do have to say that some of my favorite music videos were just live performances with interesting elements thrown into it. Oftentimes, the music itself and the song will fuel my bias, obviously. So going into those two categories, what makes it bad, what makes it good? Starting with the story-based videos, obviously the story itself has to make sense to the song, so you wouldn't write a song about getting over your drug addiction and then have a video where you're partying with a bunch of drugs and that's the entire video. Going along this route, the video shouldn't be a montage either. There are some videos by these artists, so for instance, there's Always Something, where in the video there are a bunch of different parts, and I guess you could count it a story and a live at the same time, but they're not related to each other. They're obviously not singing the same song, and it's just kind of them messing around in front of the camera. Especially considering the fact that Always Something is a song about someone who's getting angry over all the bad things happening in their life, the karma, even though they've done nothing wrong, and the fact where they're just kind of messing around backstage in the car, etc., doesn't fit with the song in general. As for the acting itself, I tend to prefer it when the lead singer is the one acting over a specific actor. If the band or the lead singer is not featured at all, I tend to dislike the video compared to the other videos, but that doesn't always stand true, as some of my favorite music videos are City Lights by the White Stripes, which was an indie-made video, but it's just someone standing behind a shower and drawing on the door. Usually, if I like a video where the lead singer isn't featured, they tend to either be indie videos that were really well done, or they had some kind of interesting take on a way to visualize the video. If I find myself in the video just wanting and just pleading, get back to the part with the band, that's usually not a good sign for the story. Oh no. I love you still. From a different artist, Kula Shaker's Mystical Machine Gun also didn't sit well with me, mainly just because it wasn't consistent throughout the entire video. I know that the people came out of the lunar scene. Throughout the entire video, I just found myself saying, just go back to Crispian, show me what he's doing. Story-based videos tend to be safer than the live music videos for reasons that I'm going to list later, but usually I tend to like the story videos more because they tend to be more interesting than the live videos do, for obvious reasons. And now talking about the live-based videos that tend to be more focused on live videos than they do tend to be on the story. I hate it when the energy does not match the song. I mean, the way that your mouth moves with the words. Yes, the video is lip-synced. Yes, it has to be lip-synced. It is always lip-synced. I know this. But I should be able to believe that if you replaced the actual song with the original audio from the video, it should sound similar. You should be able to tell me that or show me it and have me believe that I would hear a very similar thing. However, I have two different examples of this. One example is Would You Fight for My Love by Jack White, where in the song, and Jack White, really, all of his songs, he sings in a way with so much passion thrown into his voice, and he's like slurring a bunch of, and it makes you kind of think he's singing with trying to force it out in a way. But then when he sits down at this bar, he's just kind of talking like this while he's singing the words, and his mouth isn't moving a lot, and where he's having, it's not enough that I want you, would you fight for my love, and he's screaming, and then he's just sitting there and he's just kind of mumbling the words. I couldn't believe it. Looks like you're supposed to be lip syncing, and it doesn't make any sense at all. My second example of this might be a surprise to you, but Sold Down the River from Velvet Starlings, compared to their first video, If Life Ain't Getting You High, with really good cameras, really good actors, I have multiple reasons for why I disliked this video a lot more than I did the first one. If there's a point where the video starts at one place and then something kicks up and it gets really big or really loud, that's probably a good sign that you should change the scene, right? It wasn't just the camera angles and the dynamics that I had a problem with in this video, it was also kind of Christian's energy at the same time. His mouth is super exaggerated, and it's obvious that this is not the original audio. Even at the end of the bridge when he goes, "We won't be sold," it's obvious that he's lip syncing with this. It felt out of place. It felt like a puzzle piece that you took a hammer to and you started banging it until it fit, or you took scissors to so that it would fit. A music video that is based on a live performance has to have some kind of interesting aspect to it. So my favorite example to use here is Kula Shaker, just because they have so many videos based on live performances, one of which being Grateful When You're Dead, where they have a bunch of lights that are like different colors. They have a bunch of reds, a bunch of whites, and then everything else is black. And they have that old-fashioned microphone hanging from the ceiling that he grabs, and he starts talking like this. I love Crispian Mills in his music videos because his energy is so strong, and literally I feel like if I heard the original audio from the videos, I would hear the exact song that I would be playing if it were studio recorded. I love watching the microphone sway back and forth. I love watching his head when he says "Grateful When You're Dead," ba ba ba. I need to stop talking about this band because I'm about to make a video about them. All in all, the more interesting a video is, instead of just standing there and singing in front of a camera, the more likely I'm going to like the video. So that's all I have for this video. I'm going to be coming up with my first music videos ranked for Kula Shaker. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more. I have links to my publication, written reviews in the description, as well as my social media. If you have any other videos or bands that you want me to rank their music videos or their discography, go ahead and leave them down below in the comments, and I'll be able to check them out. Thanks guys for watching, and remember to play it loud. Give it a